10 mind-blowing security features that protect the White House. The USA is the most militarily powerful nation on the planet, and the White House is their home base. Just like any other nation, there are no lengths that the US government won't go to keep their prized White House protected. Over the years, more and more new technology has been developed that creates security risk for the home of the President of the United States. Because of this, the White House security is constantly being expanded. The President and his constituents are always being monitored and guarded so that they can be protected from any conceivable threat. From guard dogs, secret missile defense systems, and a multi-story doomsday bunker, the White House is quite literally prepared for anything. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. The White House is the icon of the United States and the hub for the government's operations. Not only that, but it is also the most complex residential building in the country, acting as the home for the President and his family. Because of this, it's almost incomprehensible how many security features this building has. This 55,000 square foot building was built under the supervision of George Washington in 1792. It covers 19 acres of land and contains 132 rooms and 35 bathrooms. With this many rooms, there are 147 windows scattered across the building. Obviously, all of these windows are the first of many security concerns of the Secret Service. The one component of the building that allows for visual access to plan an attack are the windows. And like we said, there are 147 of them. In fact, the President's personal office has a back wall completely lined with windows to allow ample natural light to come in. This may brighten the mood of the President during his day-to-day operations, but it also allows potential attackers to get a peek inside. This is exactly why every single window in the White House is reinforced with a second layer of ballistic glass. This glass is suspected to be level 8 glass-clad polycarbonate. In other words, it's some serious stuff. This stuff does not come cheap either. Just 1 square foot of this glass cost a whopping $100. In fact, this ballistic glass was put to the test on November 11, 2011, when a man by the name of Oscar Ortega Hernandez fired 2 shots from a high-powered rifle at the south face of the White House. One of these shots actually hit one of the windows and the bullet was stopped in its tracks. The next scare that the White House had was in 2015 when a government employee was playing around with his drone on the massive White House lawn. All of the White House's many air security systems failed to detect the drone, but as soon as it landed on the grass, countless alarms were triggered, sending the White House security into a frenzy. Luckily, this was just a false alarm, but it did highlight a major weakness in the White House security. The Secret Service found that they could not reliably spot drones flying near the political palace. To counter this, they decided to fight fire with fire and install drones of their own. These now act as moving security cameras, and they even take down any other drones that might come into the White House's perimeter. Consumer drone companies are helping with these efforts too, with a software called geofencing. If a drone flies into a designated no-fly zone, then the software will sense the boundary and the drone will stop and land mid-flight. The only reason that drone that we mentioned before was detected was because it tripped one of the countless infrared sensors covering the White House lawn. These sensors are nothing like the lasers that you see scanning rooms in spy movies. They are much more thorough than that. You cannot fool these with any amount of flexibility or acrobatics. As soon as you get over the fence, you will be detected and the Secret Service will be notified of your presence. And what happens then? You will either be taken down by the Secret Service agents at the gate, the SWAT team on the roof, or the guard dogs all over the grounds. Whichever one it is, they will have you taken down in a matter of minutes. Remember those Secret Service agents that we talked about? Well, there are about 1,200 of them posted around the White House 24 hours a day. Not only are they protecting the White House, but they are also scattered around all the embassies and other government buildings across Washington, D.C. And these are only the uniformed agents. There is another 2,800 agents operating undercover in plain clothes all around the government buildings. These Secret Service agents are experts in both threat prevention and threat response and are scattered into emergency response teams. These teams are often hidden from the public eye, but they are ready to spring into action as soon as there is a threat. Armed with semi-automatic weapons, there isn't much these guys aren't prepared to deal with. The one thing they can't do much about is threats from the sky. On February 17, 1974, a U.S. Army private by the name of Robert K. Preston stole a helicopter from Tipton Field in Maryland and landed on the White House lawn. In a similar fashion 20 years later, a small plane was circling the Washington Monument and crash-landed on White House property. These two events led to Washington, D.C. becoming a no-fly zone, If a pilot flies even a little close to the White House, they are given a warning. And if they fail to comply, one of the countless missile launchers scattered around the White House will be fired at the plane. And we all know how that ends. While a lot of these security features are hidden, the next one is right in front of your eyes, literally. Yep, it's the fence. It was built in 1801 under the presidency of Thomas Jefferson, but it has been improved immensely through the years. The fence is now much more secure. Topped with spikes and connected to pressure sensors, the 11-foot solid steel fence is enough to stop almost anything from coming through. And if somehow you did manage to get past the guards and hop the fence, your problems are about to get a lot scarier. You would be faced with all of the White House's Belgian Malinois dogs. They may look cute, but do not take their looks lightly. The Belgian Malinois are the perfect breed of vicious and gentle. They're great around kids, but the moment a threat appears, they quickly take down the suspect. And they do this pretty easily considering they can run 30 miles per hour and have a 270-degree field of view. That is exactly why these dogs are the main choice for the military. In fact, one of these dogs was on the team that took down Osama bin Laden. These dogs can cost anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000 and must have 20 weeks worth of training before being out in the field. Another interesting security protocol is the application process one must go through to tour the White House. Every single person that walks past the fence and onto the White House property must submit an application, and a background check has to be run on them. Of course, though, they're not allowed to see all of the property. Now, what about the White House food? Well, just like the kings in the olden days, the presidents have designated food tasters to ensure that they are not being poisoned. Most of the food must be prepared right in front of the president's eyes. And if the president wants fast food or some other craving, the food is ordered to a different address so the cooks and delivery people don't know who the meal is for. Therefore, they have no reason to poison it. If somehow all of these security measures are breached and an emergency situation does happen, then the White House is prepared. Below the North Lawn is an unbreachable bunker that the president can be rushed to at any given moment. According to an interview with a Secret Service author, the bunker is said to have at least 5 underground levels. This bunker was believed to be secretly constructed in 2010 and cost $376 million. And do take into consideration that the White House already has a Presidential Emergency Operations Center bunker under the East Wing, because one just didn't seem to be enough. And there you have it. Those are the 10 mind-blowing security features that protect the White House. At least the ones that we know of. I mean, who knows what other secrets could be lying within the White House walls?